Honda Accord is a very important vehicle for Honda. It's not only one of the best-selling vehicles in Honda's lineup, but it's also one of the best-selling vehicles, period. Its solid record of good reliability, resale value, and well-rounded nature have all helped it to where it is today. For 2016, the Accord sees a crucial mid-cycle refresh to keep it more competitive, so Honda could not screw this up. Highlights of the vehicle includes refreshed exterior and interior styling, a new package that bundles up a bunch of safety tech, and the new Apple CarPlay system. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Honda Accord. Now, I really do love the new styling of the Accord here. It now looks a lot more Acura-like, especially with the grille. There's a lot more chrome, and it kind of looks like Acura's beak on the front end here. And then you have LED fog lights, which is quite nice, and then you get LED daytime running lights too, and LED headlights are also an option. And then we do have these really distinctive and unique looking 17-inch alloy wheels, and none of the wheel designs look plain anymore. Now here goes the key fob for the vehicle. As you can see, it's a typical Honda Smart Key. You have your lock, unlock, and then your remote engine start, and then your trunk release, and then your panic button too. Our trim of the Accord we also have here is the EXL trim. Now it's the modern steel metallic exterior color with Smart Key access on the driver's door and the front passenger door. You also do have chrome exterior door handles. And then you also do have a gray leather interior. Since this is the EXL trim, the L stands for leather. Power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar. Now stepping on inside of the new Accord here, it still looks very familiar. It's still very stylish and luxurious and high-tech looking. But the biggest change here is certainly the infotainment system. And you have a new dual screen design, and it looks more up to date, and it's easier to use too. Now you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is Honda's carryover 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder engine. Now you do have a full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have the CVT automatic. Then you also do have a sport mode when you put it into S right here. Putting the vehicle into reverse displays your rear view camera. We also do have guidance lines. And then you could change your different views by selecting it on the screen right here. You have a normal view, a wide angled view, and then a top down view too, which is pretty cool. You can also change the brightness too, as well. Very nice. Many different options here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the fogs and the hazards. Driver's window and the front passenger window are automatic. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators integrated onto the mirrors. "17-inch alloy wheels. Halogen projector beam headlights with LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. Very stylish, still very aggressive looking. I'd certainly say that the Honda Accord is one of the best looking vehicles in the class. Under the hood you will find the carryover 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder engine, which is fine because this powertrain is one of the best powertrains in the mid-size sedan segment. It produces 185 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 181 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM, with EPA estimates being above average in 27 in the city and 37 on the highway, running on regular unleaded fuel. This vehicle is also front-wheel drive too. For those who want more power, however, the Honda Accord still offers a traditional V6 engine, that being a 3.5-liter V6 that's linked to a 6-speed automatic. However, if you go for this 4-cylinder powertrain, you have the option of a CVT or a 6-speed manual. The Honda Accord still offers a manual transmission, which some of its competitors don't. Now, pricing of the Accord starts at the base LX trim, which starts at $22,105. Comes pretty well equipped with a rear view camera, dual zone automatic climate control, and Bluetooth phone connectivity. Then you step up to the Sport model, which starts at $24,165. The EX trim starts at $25,480. Then the EXL starts at $28,570. Then the Touring starts at $34,580. And then there's the different packages you can choose from, like the Honda Sensing package, which bundles up all of the safety tech, and then you have the navigation too. Competitors of the Honda Accord includes all of the vehicles in the midsize sedan class. This includes the likes of the Toyota Camry, Ford Fusion, Chevrolet Malibu, Volkswagen Passat, Nissan Altima, and the Chrysler 200. You have these really good looking restyled tail lights that are LEDs. You also do have a rear wing spoiler with the LED third brake light. And you have this little chrome strip at the bottom. Really nice looking. EPA estimates, like I said, are 27 in the city and 37 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $28,570. All of your basic powered amenities, power windows, power door locks, and your power mirrors. You also do have memory seat settings for 2 people and chrome interior door handles. Nice padded leather armrest. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Now, build quality and materials inside of the Accord here are pretty average for the class. We have nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, mid door panel, and the armrest. Dashboard is also a nice soft padded material too. Overall, materials aren't too shabby inside of the Accord. Build quality is also average. Some of the interior trim and pieces will creak a little bit, but not a whole lot. Overall, build quality is pretty good. But is it the best in the class? Not quite. However, it's certainly on par with the rest of its competitors in terms of build quality and materials here. Now, the new Honda Sensing package for the Accord includes a collision mitigation braking system with forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation with lane departure warning and adaptive cruise control. And then the safety package is also standard on the high-end Touring models too. Now, that is a lot of safety tech bundled into one little package. Pretty cool there how Honda did that with the new Honda Sensing package. Now, one thing I really do love about the interior of the new Accord here is the wood grain. It looks very classy and elegant. As far as visibility goes inside of the new Accord here, it's one of the best vehicles in the class with lots of glass area all around, and outward visibility is excellent too. And the A-pillars are pretty thin. Now, as far as the seating comfort goes, the seats are very supportive with just the right amount of side bolstering, and the thigh support is excellent. Would certainly take a long road trip in this vehicle. Now down here we have a little storage cubby and a 12-volt power outlet. Right up here, this reveals a USB port, and then another little storage cubby. And then we have your heated seats, two-staged for the driver and the passenger. And then dual cup holders. Also a new option for the 2016 Accord is heated rear seats, finally, on only the touring trim level, however. And then right here we have another USB charging port, and then a 12-volt power outlet. The center console storage, I have to say, is actually kind of small. I'm pretty surprised. The center console is nice and soft touch, however. Coming over here, we have your Econ button for saving fuel. Also lets you know if it's on or off by this little green leaf. And then you have your traction control off button right there too. Now coming to the steering wheel design, the steering wheel is very stylish, especially with this black trim surrounding the buttons. Very nicely done. We have cruise control. Adaptive cruise control is also an option. And then we have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, Bluetooth phone controls, and your voice recognition. Still, a very unique feature for Honda is the Honda Lane Watch system. When you click on this button right here, you have a little camera on the side mirror, and it shows right up on the screen what's in your blind spot, which is pretty cool. Also, when you signal to the right, it also shows up. Pretty nice. You can turn it on or off if you would like, if you don't want to have it on when you signal to the right. But very unique feature there, and is much better than the regular old blind spot detection system. Now coming to the gauges here, they're getting a little dated looking. However, I really do love how they're bold and very clear and easy to read. And they're very functional. It does what it needs to do, but no TFT instrument cluster or anything of that nature here. On the left we have your tach, and then your speedometer is in the center, and then your fuel gauge is down there too. Now coming to that little center screen right there, basically shows you various amounts of vehicle information. It has your trip odometer, your fuel range, your exterior temperature readout, what gear you're in, and then you have a little MPG bar too, which is pretty cool. And then you have your oil life percentage, all that good stuff. And then it's all operated by this button right here. Now coming to your AC controls, very simple and easy to use here. We have dual zone automatic climate control. Temperatures are over here, driver's side, and then you have your passenger side over here. Fan speeds, recycling mode, rear window defroster, and your front window defroster, and your different zones. Very simple and easy to use, can't get any simpler, and very clean looking too with the layout. Coming up here we have your auto dimming rear view mirror, garage home link, sunglass container of course, and then your sunroof with your sunroof controls. Map lights, still no LEDs, pretty surprised about that. Now let's get to the main infotainment system and multimedia interface here. And this is their dual screen design, but it's been updated for the 2016 model year. Now coming to your audio, your different sources includes AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, your CD player with the optical disc drive, and then your USB port with iPod integration, and then your Pandora internet radio, Bluetooth streaming audio, and then various audio apps such as AHA internet radio, which is pretty cool. Overall, I really do love the responsiveness of this touchscreen. This is pretty much the main screen from where you're going to control everything. And then you have your info right here, which shows you various amounts of information such as the trip computer. Then you also do have a back button right here, which comes in handy at all times. Then you have your voice information, like your phone commands, on-screen commands. Let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition.
The voice prompt can be interrupted at any time by pressing the talk button again and saying a command immediately. After
voice settings.
Now entering voice settings. These settings can be modified manually using the touchscreen.
Overall, it gives you a list of commands you can say, and it's pretty easy to use, but if you don't say what it wants to hear, then it'll just kind of go off course. Now, coming to your Honda Link system, this is basically your infotainment system, and you can use your Wi-Fi, but you have to have your Honda Link app with your smartphone. You have to have a data connection required. You can access many different apps through Honda Link. And then your phone, of course, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts stored, view your call history, have a speed dial. Pretty cool. Settings, many different settings you could change, like the clock and the information, camera, vehicle, phone, smartphone. Let's go to smartphone. And like I said, we do have the Apple CarPlay system and then the Android Auto too. If you want more information on the Apple CarPlay system, just search online. And then coming to your apps, you have a little browser, a calculator, which is pretty cool. That's actually really neat. I don't think I've ever seen an integrated calculator in a car. That is pretty darn cool right there. Then you have your downloads, search. So it's kind of like a mini phone or a tablet. And this touchscreen kind of works like a tablet too, when you swipe it like this, which is pretty cool. Now, if there's any gripe I do have with this touchscreen here, it's this little button right here, and it can be a little bit finicky to use at times. And I would just prefer a traditional knob. It works a lot better. Now, coming to that screen up there, basically it shows you much information, and it isn't a touchscreen here. It's controlled by the buttons on the steering wheel. Basically, has your digital clock up there, shows you if any phone is connected, also has if any radio station is playing or what song is playing, what media source you have on. Then it gives you your fuel range and integrated compass. Then you could change your different media source from here, which is pretty cool. Then you have your information that shows you your digital clock and the date. Click on the menu button on the steering wheel, this comes up, and then you have your audio menu, your phone menu, and then the display setting. Alright, so overall, love this infotainment system and multimedia interface. Love how it has an integrated calculator too, and the Apple CarPlay system. Now, the 2016 Honda Accord is one of the better handling vehicles in the class. The steering is pretty precise and sharp around turns, and it gives a decent amount of feedback to the driver. And it doesn't feel numb or like a rolling couch or anything of that nature. And when you compare it to its archenemy, the Toyota Camry, the Toyota Camry feels a little bit more numb, and it doesn't feel as precise around corners like the Honda Accord does. Now, the ride quality is still pretty good on the Accord. It's a little bit more firmer than the Toyota Camry, but it's still very smooth and supple, and it's what you would expect out of a modern mid-size family sedan. Now, the four-cylinder engine certainly provides pretty good acceleration and good power, especially passing power when merging onto freeways. But if you want more power, go for that 3.5-liter V6. It's a pretty powerful and fast engine there, and the fuel efficiency is really good for either engine, and really the four-cylinder engine provides really good fuel efficiency of EPA estimates of 27 in the city and 37 in the highway. But if you want better fuel efficiency, then you will want to go for the Accord Hybrid or the plug-in hybrid. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the Accord. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Still nice and soft touch on the armrest and the door panels. Now, like I said, heated rear seats are now an option on the 2016 Accord. We do have dual map pockets, rear air vents, and cup holders with the rear center armrest. Oh yeah. You also have your map lights back here too. One thing I have to say about the Accord is that the interior is really roomy. Lots of legroom, lots of headroom back here. Cannot complain. It's certainly above average in the class. If you're looking for good interior space, the Honda Accord certainly will not disappoint. Now, trunk space is pretty good in the Accord. One issue they did fix was the single piece folding down rear seat. They now made it 60-40 split. Very important feature there. And to fold down the rear seats, you just pull on the levers. Very easy to do. Powered passenger seat with power recline. You also do have your glove box right here, nice and damped. So the 2016 Honda Accord is still one of the best all-around midsize sedans. It's good style, fuel-efficient and potent powertrains, and its up-to-date technology and features make it a great choice in the